Hello, I am Endlessness and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, and in this video I'd like to give you a high score guide for Yuffie in the battle ranking event. Yuffie battle is pretty much the same as the stage level 300 video that I did earlier, and it just depends what magic fire DPS you have, whether it's Tifa, Zack, Young or Adult Sephiroth. And Adult Sephiroth is without a question the best magic fire DPS if you pull it on the banner, but also Lucia is the best support option I think, as she can enfeeble and also buff fire potency. But as for support, I think it's either Naki or Aerith. And I also have my own high score with Adult Sephiroth, which is a bit over 1.7 million, but with Young Sephiroth I tried and I got 1.6 million, so it is still very high. And I think also Tifa with magic fire DPS and her AC glove for that +1 magic attack and fire buffs, but with Naki providing exploit weakness. I think with this team you might get a higher score than with Young Sephiroth. And also, as for the battle effects, normally I do the battle at stage level 300, but with Young Sephiroth, as far as I tested a few times, I found that stage level 280 with just HP lowered by 1 tier works the best. And of course you can try max stage level or just lower HP by 1 or 2 or few tiers depending on the DPS of your team and see what works best for you. And also, ideally I think you want to kill Yuffie before the second landscaper hits after the first sigil phase, so that you avoid taking another hit which will lower your score. So use this as a guideline in how to adjust the HP tier. Aerith has Bahamut outfit with any limit break. Breath of the Earth is just so that I get it in time. Crimson Staff to buff magic attack, Terra to debuff fire resistance, X sigils and just defensive statistics, and then sub-equipment slots, guild weapon with physical defense for allies, and 2 attack for allies weapons. Lucia has Fire Arcanum outfit with Crimson Flare, Shin Rifle to apply enfeeble and fire damage buffs, Rose Musket for DPS, 3 fire potency materia and X sigil, and in sub-equipment slots 2 magic attack for allies weapons and a weapon with magic attack. Sephiroth has Fire Arcanum outfit with Hellfire, Shiranui for DPS, Kikui to apply damage bonus, 3 fire potency materia, and in sub-equipment slots Innocent Warrior, Flower Vase and Double Stem E, all to max out his magic attack, boost fire potency and magic ability potency. And also, if you don't have Nike on your team, I have Sephiroth's ultimate weapon that applies exploit weakness. And as for the Young Sephiroth team, the rest of the team is the same, but Sephiroth has Odin Arcanum outfit with Hellfire, Withering Blaze for DPS, Odin for exploit weakness, 3 fire potency materia, and in sub-equipment slots a weapon with magic attack for allies and fire potency, Crystal Sword, and either Double Stem E or Sword of GS to boost magic ability potency. Alright, the opening is 2 Terra casts. For Sephiroth I'm just going to do normal fire DPS and with Lucia playing Enfeeble. And the reason why I'm just going to do fire attacks with Sephiroth is I don't want to cast Kikui yet, so it doesn't expire too quickly, but also it applies haste and I want to use it later after I have reached max command stance. Also just another fire damage buff. And also when you see those explosions, switch to defense. And a good thing is, if you use any non-sigil abilities, so weapon abilities, when in defensive stance, they will not reduce your sigils. Now explosions switch to defense, and the reason why it's good is that you don't want to break the sigil phase too quickly, because right now we can't use any ultimate abilities or summons, and this effect, this block, expires a little bit after halfway through the battle. And, I'm not sure if I switch the defense in time, but yeah. Exploit weakness on Sephiroth. Just reapply fire damage buff, and I think that should be okay. And I mean I think because we have 2 pages of buffs and debuffs, so it always takes a few seconds to switch page, and it is a little bit annoying because it's a few precious seconds. Right, I had all buffs and debuffs. But yeah, also the Crimson Flare, even just level 6, is already much better than the standard regular level 5, because whenever you use those double summons now, at level 6 or higher, they amplify the next elemental ability, so it's already a DPS increase. But yeah, Adult Sephiroth is very powerful, but even if you don't have him at OB10, for example, if you have him at OB6, I think stage level 280 will be great, and depending if you have his ultimate weapon or not, Naki can also cast Exploit Weakness for the whole team if you have his banner ult. That's alright, the opening is exactly the same, so Terror twice. With Sephiroth I am going to both apply Exploit Weakness, but also with Lucy I want Enfeeble. And it's alright. Now the same thing, just wait for max stance. Right, explosion. I'm just going to use it to apply buffs and not reduce the sigils. It's the same thing. I just think it benefits you the most if you just sit in the sigil phase until you can use ultimate abilities. That's alright. We are looking pretty good. I'll have to reapply magic attack buffs. But now we can use ultimate ability, so I'm just going to reapply Exploit Weakness, and also I have to use Genji. Fire buffs, it's fine, it should be fine, so overspeed, and I think, well, it's stage level 280, not 300, but even at this level, Sephiroth does pretty big damage with Genji buffs, Exploit Weakness, overspeed, which we already have with Sephiroth or Tifa, and I think it just works pretty well. Well, yeah, as I mentioned, I think Tifa's glove will benefit you a lot, but you'll need external Exploit Weakness. But all those buffs, the tier 4 of the buffs, it will increase her DPS, especially +4 fire buff. But yeah, that's with Sephiroth. And as I said, we have a few other options, like Tifa, I think, will also be great. And definitely I think she can get a higher score. But yeah, that will be all. So I hope you found my guide helpful, and good luck on your own high score runs. And in the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next one.